have things you need to borrow for. No one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Well, you just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
We all need somebody.
Can't hear you.
To lean on.
But to give us a real proper local welcome and introduction, I'm going to hand over to my very important colleague, Dr. Milton Brown, for, as I say, the local welcome.
I'm immensely proud. I've been on the CAHG board for 4 years. It's my 5th year, and I'm the CEO of Kirklees Local TV. And I can't tell you how proud I am for this momentous occasion. That's the first CAHG Conference in the north of England. So can we have a big round of applause for that, please? And a big yo, 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 yeah.
I'm Pen Foreman and I'm here from Historic England today. So we're the Inclusive Heritage team, and basically our remit is to get as many people to heritage as possible in whatever way that looks like. So our motto is we meet people where we find them.
I'm chuffed to bits to be able to do this. CAHG, I've been working on this project for about a year. We got a very, very, very small pot of money. We opened it up to community archive members and said, who wants to create a training video, or who wants to create a inspirational, promotional video, who wants to be upskilled to do it. And we were very fortunate. We got lots of people came forward and we selected 3 organisations to take part in this project.
Hopefully, from my presentation about the collective, the idea that collectives are, I think, the way things are going. I think forming collectives and then the reach that has is the new way funding is going to be, rather than funding the individual organisation or the individual themselves.
We are a programme that started in January of this year, led by the National Archives and also including wonderful colleagues from the National Library of Wales, from Leeds Museums and Galleries, and also from CAHG themselves. And that consortium of 4 organisations came together last year to bid for AHRC funding from the Arts and Humanities Research Council, which you may or may not know, to come together to put together this programme called Spaces and Places and Belonging.
I have great pleasure in announcing that the Community Archives and Heritage Group of the year 2025 is our Warwickshire.
Well, we were lucky enough to win this fabulous award, which really wasn't expecting, but it's a great honour to have it, and like I say, we weren't expecting it, and I think it's good validation of the work our volunteers have done over the years for the website, especially Anne.
Well, especially Ben, who's been a leading light in all this.
So, wise words. What's interesting with this, there were people on the documentary that we did in 2019 where their mothers, grandfathers and grandmothers had passed away, and they came and said to us, have you got that clip of mum or grandfather or granddad or dad? And we then put the whole biography together and handed them in a beautiful DVD case and also a pen drive that they could share it with their children's children.
We have a lot of information, we have a lot of data, and I think one of the things that I've come away from so far from hearing some of the speakers today is about how we can make sure that we are digitally preserving a lot of the information that we hold. We've got, newspaper articles, we've got photos, we've got documents, we've got programs, but it's how do we ensure that legacy is preserved.
What I like about these days is it brings together the kind of people who are doing the projects at the grassroots and the people who are trying to support them. The funders and the kind of advisors and the experts.
I hope that for some people, if they are perhaps come as a member of a community archive organisation themselves, it will give them the opportunity to see what opportunities are available to them, whether that's from networking. I think there's such a value to that sort of peer networking, to being able to talk to other people who are perhaps with a similar organisation to yours or in a similar position for whatever way, to be able to have those conversations of, what did you do for this? Oh, we did that. That worked well. Don't bother with doing that because that's just going to take up your time.
We hadn't been to the north, hadn't been to Yorkshire, so I think there's always an opportunity for different people to come to the conference to present what they're doing.
It's a national organisation that brings together so many amazing different community groups, and the convening power it has and the importance it has in bringing together these spaces and creating things like this programme that are bigger than any individual community, that enable us all to do things on a national level.
From the conference in general, it's great that it's in the north, and hopefully there's people from down south that have come up and are like seeing what great culture we have here and how we're living and breathing it every day.